but we'll find
so
out
the margin was actually an expectation of around 28 odd %. So it's a 200 basis points improvement if in case it has come in at around 30 odd % this quarter on a Q-on-Q basis. So the margin improvement or trajectory is very closely watched for Sun Pharma every quarter in terms of how they are doing with the Ranbaxy integration over many quarters. Sarbjeet Kaur Nangra of Angel Broking joins in with her view on Sun Pharma as well. Sarbjeet, go ahead. What's your sense in terms of what Sun Pharma has done this time?
This time much better than expected. Yeah. Actually, more so on the bottom line rather than top line. Top line is more or less in line with what was expected with, I guess, whatever numbers are coming in because of domestic. And I have not seen the full numbers, but my guess estimate is that they...
so 70-40 on the top line, 2169 on the EBITDA, which is margins of 30.8%.
30.8% is the margin, and yes, the EBITDA beat is good, 200 crores. So that's looking like a good number actually.
Yes, and that's exactly what is important for the margin picture for Sun Pharma. And the profit figure has come in at around 1400 crores plus this quarter, Sarbjeet.
Yeah, so the striking factor is margin, as Ekta, you rightly pointed out, because for Sun Pharma, the integration part, if you look at even the last few quarters gone by, adjusting for extraordinaries, they were doing easily 25 to 28 range. So now they, without adjustment coming at 30%, I guess if they manage this, which was supposed to probably more so in the next year, if the trend starts this quarter onwards, I guess, and with not even levers of exports, I don't know the numbers, but just a pillar for domestic, and they're doing such great numbers. I think it's both a very, very good set of numbers actually.
What does the top line tell you? It's just subdued. It's a little higher than what we were expecting. Your sense in terms of whether or not maybe Halol supply constraints as well as Ranbaxy integration could have impacted it? Your factors for the top line.
See, we were looking at somewhere close to 7,000, so it's hardly, I would say it's in line only. I would not say it's just disappointing with hardly 40 crores for the company. But obviously, we were not expecting the US to do any great thing because of Halol, and also if you look at Taro numbers, they were also not very great. And so whatever numbers they would have done was domestic, but since it depends in terms of sales mix, it depends a lot on exports to drive its number. That's why Y-on-Y it will be a dip only. But I guess what they've done on margin front is very, very commendable.
Okay, Prakash Diwan is also with us. By the way, the stock has fallen a bit from the high. 6% higher it was. It's only 3% higher, but keep in mind, it's a stock which has done well in a market like this. Prakash Diwan, your first thoughts on Sun Pharma's numbers? Prakash, your first thoughts on Sun Pharma numbers. We have net profit and EBITDA higher than estimates. Okay, not getting through to Prakash, but Sarbjeet, so incrementally, would Sun Pharma be among your top picks in the pharma space?
Yeah, we have made it a buy long time when it was facing a lot of issues and the stock was beaten up badly. And it is one of we believe that these are the good times to get into pharma companies when they face issues, because that time the valuation of such companies become really attractive vis-a-vis, other peers. So yeah, we are positive on Sun Pharma.
All right, Sarbjeet, thanks a lot for your time today. So that's the reaction on Sun Pharma stock, now up 3%. Let's cut across to the management of Canara Bank.